Hey everybody, Pubg here. In this video, we're going to do a Pubg Google Stadia Spotlight video. In the video, we're going to take a look at the different ways that you can play Pubg on Stadia, the different controls that you can use, as well as what's currently available in terms of crossplay. Hope you enjoy the video. If you find the information useful, consider liking and subscribing to see more. So, starting off, there's two ways in which Google Stadia players can currently play. If they choose to play with a controller, then they'll get put into the matchmaking pool with both the Xbox and the PlayStation as part of the cross-platform feature, and then they'll play against them. Now, the Google Stadia can play at 4K at 60 frames a second with a good enough internet connection. So if you've got a good enough internet connection, but maybe you've got an older Xbox or PlayStation that might not even load in Pubg correctly and it's frustrating, Google Stadia might be a very real option for you. And the great thing is, the likelihood is that your current controller is probably going to be compatible. Other ways to play, if you're a portable player, you don't necessarily have time for a home console, but you play games on the move. You have a new 5G phone with a quick connection. Again, you can play the Pubg through the Stadia app on your compatible smartphone or through your Google Chrome web browser, maybe if it's on a laptop. So, again, like we say, if you're using a controller, the Google Stadia players will match with the console players. If the Google Stadia players are using keyboard and mouse, they'll only be matched within their own ecosystem on the Stadia. So the best way for Stadia players to play, in my opinion, is with a controller, because they're put into a much greater matchmaking pool, and then it's going to be a lot quicker for them to get games. The next thing we'll go into is the different controllers that are usable to play Google Stadia Pubg. So if you're playing Google Stadia through your TV, the only controller that's compatible is the actual Stadia controller itself. If you're playing through a Google Chrome web browser, you can connect your Google Stadia controller via USB, or via USB and Bluetooth you can use an Xbox One controller, an Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, a DualShock 4 controller, a Logitech F310 USB controller, a SteelSeries Stratus Duo in either USB or Bluetooth, and you can even use a Switch Pro controller via USB or Bluetooth. So, I mean, you might have a Nintendo Switch at the minute, you want to get into Pubg, brilliant. You can use your smartphone or your laptop and use your Switch controller, awesome. If you're using on your smartphone, the Stadia controller via USB, the Xbox One controller, USB and Bluetooth, Xbox Elite, USB Bluetooth, DualShock 4, USB Bluetooth, the Logitech, USB, the SteelSeries, USB and Bluetooth, but unfortunately the Switch controller isn't available with the compatible smartphones. So that's the different controls that they can use. As well as that, currently on the Google Stadia version of Pubg, there's loads of different cosmetics available. You've got the aviator set, you've got the cowboy set, you've got the cheerleader set, you've got the blue school outfit set, as well as the exclusive Stadia set itself. Hope you found this information useful. If you're currently a console player on either an Xbox or a PS4 and you're considering moving over to the Stadia, just because of things like loading times and frame rate, it's not a bad option. There's currently a 2-month trial on there at the minute, and I believe you get Pubg for free. So you can try it out, see if your connection's good enough. If it is, brilliant, it might be a viable option for you. If it's not, you can always come back to the console, because I know a lot of the people at the minute aren't wanting to upgrade to like an X console because the Series X is so close, and likewise the PlayStation players will be having similar feelings. So Google Stadia may be a good way for those kind of people to play, just while they're waiting for the next generation consoles to come out. If you found this video useful, consider liking and subscribing to see more. Wookie out.